What's up YouTube, it's Louis here, I hope you're well. I'm finally back with another Elrond update. We can see when Elrond had bottomed out over here, if I take it back to that day, over here, look how overextended the EMAs are. This is the clear signal. If you ever see this on any chart, this is the signal we need to come back to it. How many weeks in a row of straight red? More what the bear's saying? Something like we haven't seen capitulation just yet. What is this then, please? Because this does not make sense after such a small pullback, because in actual fact this W, it was meant to be a bullish pattern, right? So that means because we're in this downtrend, correct? And that's what it's showing us. This was a downtrend. This is a downtrend. This basically means that this was the pullback. This was the retracement going against the trend. If you want a massive wave, you need to have a massive retracement to have this massive overextension. You didn't even have that, so that's basically telling me that this over here was completely manipulated. It should have never happened if the charts were true, but obviously we know there's manipulation here, and that's what we're seeing right now. We've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 weeks. Well, 11 weeks of straight red, but the 12th week hitting the bottom. And since then, you can see this EMA will start to drag down and this will start to come towards it, but you need to create patterns to get towards it. So that'll be a bullish pattern, like an inverted head and shoulders like it, or a W pattern. So then obviously that's what we saw. And it looks like we're going towards 20. So remember, look where the 20 was, way up here at the price of 128, and now it's only at 88. So where are we heading? We are heading to this. I can't give you an exact price because I've just shown you when it was at the bottom it was at 128 and now it's only at 88. So this is constantly moving, guys. So it's wherever that lands, you're going to get a reaction from there. What the bears are going to say and what should really happen is once you do retest it, wherever it may be, it should actually go, if we should retest it as resistance, hold it as resistance and lose this low. But I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think you're going to put in that high low, potentially holding this previous resistance as support as we go up, and yeah, looking for that to hold, creating a higher low. The bears will obviously cream themselves, saying, "Yep, we're going to make that lower low," because a correction is needed. We're not going to go up just forever. It would be amazing to go all the way to the 55. We've just seen that on Quant. Go check out today's Quant video. Quant is actually bullish on the weekly. Quant has broken above this weekly 55 EMA. I'm going to get rid of all these levels because I don't really need them anymore. Just look at the main Fibonacci's that we have here on the screen. But again, remember back here, we were basically saying this is where we called the bear market. We said at all costs, if you want Elrond to stay bullish, you don't want to break down out of this descending triangle here. And obviously, losing this support, which is what sent us up. So that was our range, the support and the high here. So if we're losing that, we're going to the range below. Where did this move up to break above this previous resistance start from? This move started from just here where you found support. So when you lost this area over here, you came back down to that exact location. Then we formed this W pattern that completely failed. So where do we come back to? In and around this location. And that's what we've seen. But we also had targets along the way. So we had this one fib level here with the 0 up here, and that's given us this target to the 2414. So this was not our initial target. Everything is step by step. So what we say on the channel is if we're losing the 1 fib level, we should go to the 1618. And then what's going to happen is you're going to try and come back up to this level and try and break above that. That's the only way to invalidate further downside. So from here, what we wanted to see is a further upward movement back to reclaim $112. So something like this. So we held the low by closing here. We should have gone above like this, hold its support to actually attack this and head higher back to the range highs over here where you'd probably have a correction and then continue up. So that's unfortunately not what happened, but that's the only way to invalidate this target down here. So we met the 1618, we tried to go to the one, we failed, we only got as high as this. So you had the retracement like that and then you continued. So that in itself, you could have had a Fibonacci over there. Let's see if that actually would have helped us if we had a Fibs. Yeah, you can see exactly. So you can see it met the 2414 target exactly as well out of this retracement, because that's what the Fibs are. You're trying to get targets after you have retraced. So I saw the retracement there. Once it lost that, it basically saying it's going to that target, and it was in line with this larger 2414, as you can see here. How crazy, amazing confluence, isn't that? So now, yeah, we're trying to reclaim this support now, resistance at $68. So that's exactly where we are right now. Look at that daily, look at that weekly candle. Sorry, wow, the weekly. I thought this was the daily. Wow, the weekly. That's amazing to see on a weekly. Look at that for the daily. What were the bears saying all over Twitter? Creaming themselves, weren't they? But now look, absolutely invalidated everything with that new data that's come out. So this target is still valid. Again, it's come from this high, from here to there, yeah, basically, just like that. Put that on the breakout right there. You can see our target is 94 on the daily, wherever the 200 may be, on the weekly, wherever the 20 is. These are going to get reactions on yeah, they just will get reactions going forward. So at the moment the weekly's at 88, and at the moment the daily's at 107. But again, as the days go by, this will come down. As the weeks go by, the other one will come down. So it's wherever that, yeah, they land on. So yeah, wherever the 200 is, keep your eye on that. Wherever the 20 is on the weekly, keep your eye on that going forward, because they are going to be resistances. So that's pretty much it for today's update. We are seeing that we're trying to head back up to in and around, yeah, this low. We want to reclaim this low. That's the range that we want to come back into, because once we can get above 112, our range will be 112 to 240. That's a massive, well, actually a 200, sorry, 112 to 200, that'll be our range. And yeah, hopefully hold that support to continue, but a long way to go. We're just trying to get up to this low at the moment. That's what we're doing. We're retracing back to this. It's going to be a key resistance. You might not even reach this. You might just manage to come up to here, and there's still the risk that you do something like this. So when we do come down, we need to hold a higher low here, or higher low here, so you can come down to here and then continue up. Can you see that'll be some massive W pattern on the much higher time frames? So even though we're going up now, don't get overexcited, because we are going to have a big 20, 30, 40 even percent dip, whatever it is, and then we'll continue. On that massive dip, you're going to get all the bears creaming themselves. And we just need to make sure we're checking them higher lows. So we got the low and we got this higher low. For me, this is the most important level for Elrond. This one here, this green box here. That level right there, it's $46. As long as we're above $46, we're bullish. I don't care, we're bullish. As long as we're above $46, we're bullish. And that's what we're continuously seeing. Since this, you've only been putting higher lows, and with the highs, you've only been putting high highs, and today a new high. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let's get this video to 50 likes. I'll catch you in the next one, and as always, peace.